Yeah, now we're good. Now you should be able to hear me. Sorry, people. So he basically told me that I have a gold mine with the homeless series, and so, but I'm on the wrong platform. Is essentially what he told me. He's like, you're on the wrong platform. He's like, you need to turn your phone fucking sideways and go to YouTube. And I was like, I'd never even thought about that because I have just like all of these really good clips, and they're all 16 by 9. They're all stuck on Instagram, and this thing can live forever on YouTube. So he basically was just like, and he's like, and you already know how to do short form content, so you don't even need to hire me. And I was like, this is the greatest meeting ever. I got a free meeting with a guy that told me to just change the direction of my phone. And then he told me to just like use a basic like clipper service like OPS or something like that. And so I didn't have to pay him any money. It was fantastic. It was just like one of those things where like someone just kind of goes out of their way to help you way more than they even realize they're helping you. I like that. It reminds me of, I'll tell another story while people are coming in. My mom, I think she probably still thinks I should be a lawyer, but that was like her thing there for a while. She was like, you need to go to law school. You need to go to law school. And she would encourage me. This is a cool thing that my mom would do. She would encourage me to basically go on mandates. If you don't know what a mandate is, it's where two men go on to have lunch or a meal of some sort. It's called a mandate. And so she basically told me to go on a mandate with these two lawyers that she knew. And so I was like, all right, fine. I'll take a mandate. I'm always down for a mandate. And so I went on the mandate, and they asked me like what kind of lifestyle I wanted to live, and they told me about their jobs. And like the whole time I'm like, yeah, all right, I could probably do that. And then at the end of the mandate, the one lawyer looks right at me and he goes, you should not become a lawyer. And I was like, thank you. I was like, thank you so much. Like that was, you have now just totally like freed up so much mental space in my head because my gears were turning about law school for years because my mom was always saying that. And then I had a real lawyer look me in the eye and go, you'd be fucking terrible at that. And I was just like, So yeah, so I had one of those days today and it was really good. But let's get into your guys' shit. Patrick, you sounded like you were eager to talk about something. Let's do it.
So I'm
let's go.
Like I feel like I definitely need something at this point. I'm like, throw me a freaking bone. So I was at this game store playing a game, and I met this gentleman.
Back up. Hold on.
Yeah.
Game store. Paint a picture for me, because that's not something I am familiar with.
So I play War Machine, Warhammer. It's you play with these little miniatures. I'll show you a little miniature. And there's a gentleman there that he used to own the game store, and he doesn't know how to run a game store.
Okay.
So he basically sold it to this guy, and he was there. The guy's name's Anthony. He owns, I think he buys and sells cars like on a greater scale, and the guy has money. He's all I know is he's a millionaire. I don't know how many millions. He does very well.
Okay.
And he's very into AI. So I told him, yeah, I'm in this AI group, and it's like an AI think tank, and we're trying to solve all these different issues, figuring out how to make money with AI. And he's like, I'm trying to do that too. And he's like, I'm really interested in talking with you. He's like, let's connect real soon. And I was like, yeah, let's do that. And I told him about you. I told him about the group. I told him AI is for retards, blah, blah, blah. Told him your name. And he's probably not that into Instagram or anything like that. So he wouldn't know you, even though it would be very easy to know you. But he was very interested in what I had to say. So while I have this group and I can utilize that, so he's trying to implement systems into his car sales business, like maybe try to get leads, whatever. And then also he just knows that AI is the way. And he's like, millionaires, billionaires will be made. And I said, absolutely. So if I can give him something and sound attractive enough, maybe I could, do some services for him or something, but I could maybe partner up with him. Who knows? But I need to learn enough to become valuable enough to do that for him.
How AI literate is this person?
He's been doing it himself. I've seen some of his stuff. It's probably very basic.
Okay.
He is messing around with an AI assistant, and he probably has help from other people as well.
Okay, so he's in our realm of knowledge level, it would seem like.
Probably.
All right, cool. And he owns the card store, that's correct?
He used to.
Oh, he used to own the card store.
It's like a game store. He sold it. All his models are there. Someone told me he literally probably has like $3 million worth of like painted little miniatures. So, yeah, like the guy spends money on a lot of stuff. He owns a car store, like a car. I think he owns dealerships, wholesale. Like he'll buy and sell a lot of cars, and he's pretty known in that area.
And he's older, 40s.
40s, yeah.
All right. So here's where I would direct you right away. And it's what me and Austin were talking about yesterday. Not Austin Brown. And us older people, right? 35 plus. This is when in your mid 30s, this is when you start to like actually have rich friends. Or at least know people that have rich friends or rich parents. Dude, I have a buddy. His parents are fucking billionaires. Like, they're baby billionaires, but they did it. Like, they fucking did it, okay?
I mean, if you're a billionaire, you're a billionaire.
And every one of those families has a family office, okay? And in that family office, there is somebody that is in charge of investing their money. And if there's not, and it's just sitting in a savings account getting fucking eaten alive by inflation, even better. And so if you have a friend that has a lot of money that's really interested in AI, let him dick around as much as you want with OpenClaw and whatever the fuck, and then you, on his behalf, come to things like this, AI Think Tank, and meet people, meet founders like Ralph that have AI companies that we could take that guy's money and invest smartly in these other AI companies. Check this out, okay? Everyone listening. Yeah. Pretend it's 1994 and the internet is coming out. And you have $10,000 that you can invest, all right? And there's all these internet companies, Amazon, PayPal, Google, Microsoft, and you're just like, and then there's some other ones that like, I don't know, that we don't even know that just like totally failed, right? Let's say there's 5 like Google and Apple and all those, and then let's say there's 5 that are like fucking, I don't know, Starfish internet site or whatever. And you take your $10,000 and you put $1,000 in 10 of those internet companies, and then you just sit back. And half of them are going to fail. Half of them are going to fail. You're going to lose all your fucking money. All of it. Gone. But the other 5 are going to go to the fucking moon. And it's not even going to matter. And so that's what I want this group to become. Is a bunch of people that want to be able to make connections. To be able to get ahead in this next like wave of... what do they call it? Like a... It's not an industrialization. It's like a...
Automation.
Automationization. That's not a word. But that is what's happening. Our world is becoming autonomized, whatever word. But yeah, so if you have sum it up, if you have rich friends with money, let them do whatever they want with AI. Let them have fun with AI. But then you go do something smart for them.
Yeah. And
what happens when you invest other people's money and it does well, you get a cut off that.
Yeah.
And I'll also tell you this, it's also way easier to spend other people's money than your own. Way easier. It's like relationship advice. It's so easy to give relationship advice if you're not in the relationship. You're just like, dude, she's fucking toxic. Leave, motherfucker. And he's like, oh, I don't know what to do. Same thing with investing. That's what people do with their money. Oh, should I put it in fucking Apple or Amazon? Oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. It doesn't fucking matter. They're both going to the moon. All right, so yeah, dude, that's what I think you should do.
And he not only, he probably, I know he knows people too. So not only is it just him, but like he's pretty well off.
Yeah.
I don't know how rich he is. All I know is he's rich. Like that's all I know.
25 grand is all you need to invest in somebody's startup to literally become a fucking bazillionaire. If you pick I'm dead serious. If you pick the right one right now and you put 25 grand in it, it's going to go to the fucking moon. That wouldn't be my suggestion. I would say I would do the same thing. I'd take 5 grand and I'd put it in each one of those companies and I'd just sit back. And if one of them hits, I'm totally cool with losing 20. If one of them hits 100, I'm cool with losing 20.
So what's the best way to investigate and find out like what he wants, what he needs? Should I just state like, hey, like he was even he knows about this stuff, so he's been digging in AI. So
yeah,
I need to try to
get as much info out of him as you can. Set up a meeting.
Yeah.
Set up a meeting. Record the meeting, dude. Let him, or maybe even go do an in person and get a. There's an app I've downloaded. I haven't started using it though. It's called Plaud, PLAUD.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah, and so it'll transcribe every conversation that you have with everyone. And I don't know, you get him a little sauced up or whatever, and just let him go crazy talking about AI. Just talk your fucking ear off, and then go put that into Claude and go, all right, what do we got to do? And you make it seem like it's his idea. And with the economy, it's like it couldn't be a better time to try to get people to invest right now.
Oh, he's ready. He's
Yeah.
like, he's there. If I can just be convincing enough, tell him the right things, tell him like, I'm in this awesome think tank and they're making things happen.
Dude.
I think I can get this going.
Don't overcomplicate it.
Yeah.
Think about how easy it would be for you to explain the internet to somebody right now, and explain Amazon and explain Tesla. And so all you have to do is your pitch be like that. Be like, all right, Jeff, okay, this company is like Amazon. This company is like Google. This company is like IBM. So we're going to invest a lot of money in these ones, and maybe a little bit of money in these ones because IBM did do all right there for a little bit. We'll have that as a cushion, right? It's the same thing. So you just kind of let them. It's like picking winners, dude. If he's like a gambler, if he likes fucking gambling on horse races or some shit, be like, we're picking winners. We're picking That's all it is.
Yeah. So set up a meeting with us, and maybe I could make this like a part 2 and be like, hey, I set up the meeting. Like, what exactly should this conversation look like? But just get him talking. I guess ask him exactly what he's trying to do with AI. And I mean, in the end, he's just trying to make money. Like he's just interested in making some fuck tons of money.
Yep. Either that, or if you can help him solve a problem that allows him to make more money, that's another angle as well. Not identifying a gap in his system where he's just fucking bleeding money out the ass. And that's kind of graphic, sorry. But if you can stop the ass bleeding, he might be grateful for that. I don't know why I did that. That's very...
I mean, I like it.
Oh, shit. Oh, stop the ass bleeding.
Let's see what... The anal fissuring.
Oh, God. Oh, God. All right. Okay. So yeah, let's just go. The next step for you, because everyone needs to leave here with the next step always. The next step is go have a conversation with this guy. Just find out what gets him excited. Find out remember what we talked about last night? If you want to get money out of somebody, what do? You
sell them the problem, the nightmare.
Close.
You asked for it.
Close. Okay, anyone in the chat? If you want money out of someone, what do you ask them for? The answer is advice.
Okay, yes.
And if you want advice from someone, ask for money.
Money.
because people don't want to give you money. If you call me right now and you ask me for money, I'm going to say, I got 10 ways that you could go and make money. Go do those before I give you money, right? So that would be advice. But if you come to me and you're like, hey man, there's this startup that like I literally am trying to find how they're going to fail, but they have literally no competition. And I'm thinking I'm sitting on a fucking gold mine right here. And I don't know. Do you know anyone that would potentially be interested in investing in something like this? And they're gonna go, and then you're gonna give them more of the sauce. And you're gonna explain all the great things that are gonna happen, or maybe you're just really transparent. Maybe you're just like, hey, this is gonna be a good company for 6 months, and then I'm pulling out of here. It's high risk, but get in, get out. Like maybe that might fire them up. You got to go off based off the person, but you ask them for advice. Ask them for that type of person that would want to invest in that. And then they're going to come full circle and be like, well, maybe I want to do that. Maybe I want to give you some money for that, Patrick. But if you go to them being like, hey, like, do you know anyone like above you? They're going to be like, wait, what? I'm the man, right? Little reverse psychology there.
Yeah.
So yeah, dude, see how it goes. Emily? You've been watching a lot of Layla and Alex Hormozy.
I have, because I'm gonna be the next fucking Layla Hormozy. But
What do you like? What do you like the most about their content? What gets you excited when you watch those?
So I like her. There was actually one that I just finished watching not long ago, and it is about like planning for your bad days, which I think is really important, because like how we did the life audit and we talked about all of those things, but also like last week my week went to shit just because I had all those births. It wasn't bad necessarily. My physical time was just taken up elsewhere, and so she talked about like planning for that. So I like a lot of their life hacks. And that gets me fired up. I'm always about like being efficient with my time, as efficient and like effective as possible. Maximizing my time, my resources, like my energy. So that is what draws me to them, probably the most. Yeah, because I don't have a lot of, well, not that I don't have a lot of it, but the time that I do have, especially when I'm working, I want to be like as efficient as I can. And my resources, like I want to be really efficient with the resources that I have. So I like that. I did a podcast. I was interviewed on a podcast today, and I talked about AI. I talked about the risk assessment AI tool, and I talked about the birth plan audit, and I pitched it at the end of the interview.
I feel like you're gonna be like what is Pam Bondi?
I have no. Oh my god! What? I'm not gonna be like fucking Pam Bondi.
What is her job? What is her job?
I don't know. I don't pay attention.
She's like the press secretary. That's what she is, the press secretary.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the press secretary.
I feel like you could walk right up to the podium and be like, all right, people, this is what's happening.
Okay.
I feel like that would be something you'd be really good at. And your voice is like really like easy to listen to. Anyway, tangent complete. What do you think is like what is the hardest part of staying disciplined? For example, for me, I know that I make more money and I am a better person when I go to bed at 10 p.m. and wake up at 6 a.m.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
But that's really hard for me to do. It's really hard for me to go to bed on time and wake up early. And that is what drags me down. But what's the hardest? You have to do like third shift type of shit.
I get a phone call at 2:30 in the morning, and they're like, "Fuck, I'm having a baby." So that's the hard part. And then I like get home and I'm awake with my kids. You know.
Damn. So how do you like? What's the strategy? How can we use AI to help those people? Because my sister's like that too. My sister's an ICU nurse, and she works
Yeah.
nights.
Yeah.
She works nights. Then like she's a zombie. She's like there's a whole day of my sister's week for 52 straight weeks where she is a literal zombie.
Yeah, I've been taking creatine and doing all the things. I literally have to, I mean, you've heard me apologize for sounding fucking retarded a lot. But yeah, so that's what I think, honestly, the open claw thing would have been really good for that. But we can't do it on open claw. We have to work out Zapier. So that is what I'm going to do now that the babies are born. I had to do home visits today, so we're gonna work on Zapier this week. I think paperclip would also be good. My dad said to look into Gemini. He sent me some other like YouTube videos to watch on other things, because that's what I've really been talking to him about, is like how can we automate and like find something that is good for automating on like off of, like we talked about last night, not being on the computer, having it be on our phones, something that can give us a briefing. Sorry, I'm just plugging my Mac in. Something that we can, have easy access to and can be like, hey, this is what we need to do today. Because I don't know if you read my prompts, it literally has my babysitter, my assistant, my marketing person, you, my husband, my children, like what the strategy is every day. So like that 7 a.m. prompt was really helpful, but going into my Mac every morning is not like a habit for me. So we have to figure out Zapier or just another way to automate it. Google, Gemini, I'm trying to figure that out. It's just doing the research right now.
Man, if there's a way to get it inside of your Meta glasses.
Oh my God. I thought of you when I was delivering this baby last week. The dad had Meta glasses.
Oh, he was videoing the carnage.
Yep. Thank God he did not put them on, but he totally had them, and I was like, oh wow.
Yeah, that's a graphic experience. Here, hold the leg.
He caught the baby.
When my daughter was born, we didn't know the sex. We chose not to. Yeah, we chose not to know until she was born. Which people were like, "That's crazy. How are you?" It was literally like I wanted to do that.
I think for first time that's hard, because everybody does ask you, like especially for a mother that can be really hard, right? But I don't know, I was pregnant with Max during COVID, so I didn't really like see people that much, but with Eli, people were always like, oh my God, are you pregnant with twins? And I'm like, no, just a fucking big ass baby.
Wow.
Yeah, people say dumb shit all the time, but that's where we're at.
How can I support you this week?
I think, I don't know, probably helping me figure out some of this automation stuff. You just maybe give me 24 hours and we can come up with a game plan. On like the other stuff, I've been good. I've been getting a lot of consults for home birth clients. None of the stuff that we're doing.
So, I wonder if Steve, I might be able to convince Steve, the diet soda guy, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tell me if you think this would be helpful, okay, before I make an executive decision. But I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'll offer Steve a couple $100 to come and do a 2-hour Zoom meeting for whoever wants to come. And he'll walk through and set up OpenClaw on his device, right? Or he'll teach some sort of class that is universal for everyone, and there'll be steps, and by the end of it, everyone will be working. And then we could just all have that. What?
Claude, but I don't know that OpenClaw doesn't move though.
Oh, well,
It's
yeah.
really-
He would know, because but you're saying it's, don't do that.
No, I'm not saying don't do that. Like, I think you should, I don't know, I don't want you to spend your money. I just don't, that, I guess, yeah, I don't think that, like, OpenClaw is the vehicle. That's how I feel.
Okay.
So if he has other input, like if we can talk about other things, if he has like advice on other, right, like, because there are other people out there, we just have to figure out what would be appropriate, because especially if we're going to monetize it and we're thinking about like security, I don't think OpenClaw is safe, and we're going to get pushback on that. So how do we make this, like, thinking long term, not even just right now, right? Like we have to figure out another way or something else.
Yeah, okay. I see what you're saying.
If he knows about that stuff, then let's talk to him. But I just, yeah, that is, I think OpenClaw is not the appropriate channel for it. I think that is where where I just have to sit down and do more research on what would be better. Because yes, like it might work for one person, but if we want to make money on this, and again, like if we wanted to give this to businesses, because I heard someone on the call yesterday say they needed some automation help, and that obviously is something I can offer.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm already setting that up for some of my things anyway, but that's the point of this, is offering it to smaller businesses to automate and make things easier for you, your business, for anybody here.
Here's I'm going to tell you a story that I think will inspire you a bit, because you already know more than the idiot behind you. And when I was in 5th grade, my mom would go to Albertsons once a week, the grocery store, and there was they had like video rental inside the grocery stores, like DVDs and video games and stuff. And this one summer, or not summer, like one like spring, I would rent this game called Doom. It was like a monster shooting game, whatever. And back then, like if you wanted to beat the game, like you had to basically keep your game, your device on throughout the night to, like, if you didn't finish in one day, like there was no like really saving the game. And I got stuck on level 4 for like 3 weeks, and I'd have to re-rent it like every week, and I'd have to re-rent it. And so then one day at school, I paid Julian Flores, there's no way he's watching this, $5 to teach me. I went over to his house and I spent the night, and he taught me how to beat level 4. And I gave him $5 for that experience, which is like probably like $1,000 in real people money as a 5th grader, right? Like you giving someone $5 is like, damn, that's a lot of money in the 90s. Anyway, so if, as long as you just know a little bit more about whatever it is that you're teaching somebody, you're good, and you can get paid, and then you can go and take lessons from someone who's ahead of you, and then now you can help more people, and then you can go take lessons from another person that's ahead of you, and then you can help more people, and then all of a sudden you like become an expert because you just keep asking for help and then turning around and selling everything you learned to everybody else.
I know, my next coach is going to be Layla.
There you go. Yeah, and here's like kind of a cool but kind of, this is kind of cool but kind of cynical, but if you have a business mentor, or if you've had multiple business mentors, it's kind of weird, but like when you start with them, you look up to them, and then as you start like getting closer and closer to their level of success, you start going like I'm about to like leapfrog this guy. And like you start leapfrogging people, you're like, damn, how far can I actually go? So yeah, Emily, you could take this really far, and I'm excited to see you do it.
All right. Well, we're gonna get there.
Heck yeah. I need it. I will be the first one to sign up.
Okay. Well, I will do this week will be research. I'll get on it tomorrow.
Cool. Miguel. What up, dog?
What's up, Daniel?
I'm glad you're back.
Yeah, no, I wasn't ghosting you, but I felt a little bad just disappearing. It's really my benefit coming, so I went to California.
Yeah, motherfucker, I know that. You don't have to tell me.
Say again.
I said, yeah, I know. I'm just playing with you.
Yeah. No, I went up in California for 12 days, and as soon as you meet up with family, they want to do each and everything. I had no way of doing shit except with whatever they wanted to do. But
Because you're in a Mexican family and you moved away.
yeah, no, literally, they all told me to move back.
Yeah, you should have expected that.
Yeah, they actually called me just before this call, which is why I was late, and they were like, "You're coming back, right?" I was like, "Bro."
Dude, that is real life right there. I could right now just be like, oh yeah, man, sorry about that, and we could just move off of that. But that's like a significant thing that people go through in their life, where essentially what that means when you go off somewhere and try to do something for yourself, and your family members tell you to come home. Okay, have you guys ever heard of the crabs in the pot? Right, and they start boiling the crabs, and the crabs start trying to crawl out of the boiling water. But the crabs that are down, stuck in the water, they'll start trying to pull the crabs who are trying to get out into the boiling water.
Never heard that.
Never heard that? Yeah. Well, it's more elegantly spoken in by other people, but that's essentially what is happening. Is your family members, the people closest to you, and this is not like an individual thing. Like this doesn't just happen to you. This basically happens to most people. Their family, the people closest to them, they just want to protect you, right? And how do you protect someone? You fucking get them as close to you as possible. That's all they're trying to do, but it's a fucking life suck. It will suck your fucking soul away. You'll be close to them. You guys will have a great relationship, but you will be really disappointed in yourself that you didn't just go try something. Because you can always just come back. I know what I'm missing, guys. I've been living it for a while now. I know what I'm missing, and whenever I go back, it's exactly the same. So I'm good. So I'm just gonna go try something different. And they're going to fucking hate it, man. They're going to hate it. And every time they call you and tell you to come back, it's going to get easier and easier to just be like, Mom, we're literally going to have to stop having this conversation. If my mom is watching right now, she might be. I have told her that if she tells me to go back to college one more time, I'm going to block her. I was like, it's not fucking happening. I'm not going to law school. I'm not getting an MBA. I'm not going back to physical therapy school. Yes, I know that I only had 2 months left to graduate. I'm not fucking doing it. And she finally was just like, okay. But I had to get to like 300,000 followers. I had to get the social credit score up for my family to be like, all right, well, like maybe he's actually doing a thing. So I get it, man. I've been where you're at. And you can't show them your Instagram and go, look, you can't do that yet. But eventually, when that thing hits 100K, I don't know what your number was. Mine was 100K. But when mine hit 100K, I was like, all right, like, I'm for real. I can do this thing. And now I've lost everything. Newsflash, I'm on a new Instagram account live right now because I lost 500,000 followers. Fucking gone. My whole entire source of income gone, vanished, vaporized. You know how much stress I feel right now? I literally could not be happier. The weirdest feeling, dude. But I've only been able to get there because I had to get away from the people closest to me. That sounds weird, but it's not. Like you gotta put up some what are they called? Not non-negotiables, but not barriers. Boundaries. That's the word. Boundaries. Yes, that's a good one. The boundaries thing. Okay. And here's the thing. This is the thing you got to know about boundaries. I had to do this with my ex-girlfriend. If you set the boundary, okay, that is love. Okay? And then when they cross the boundary and you let it happen, that's called self-disrespect. You're disrespecting yourself. And the more times that you let people cross the boundary, the more times you let people disrespect you, the more you actually like get drawn back toward them and you give them what they want. And it fucking sucks. So you're gonna have to set a boundary with your family, and then you can't let them cross it. Then you gotta set a boundary with your, friends from high school. Those are gonna change too, right? Your work friends, you gotta set boundaries with them. And if you're able to keep those boundaries straight, dude, you'll start appreciating yourself way more. You'll start feeling like you are valuable. So you can do that. And you're already like kind of jacked, so you're already up. You already got a leg up.
I appreciate that. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, that's all I got going, dude. No followers, income's like below.
Do you always have a beard? Do you always have a beard?
Oh, I always do have a beard. I had it since I was 18. I turned 22 yesterday.
Shave that shit off. Start something new. I fucking dare you. I dare you, dude. I dare you to make a physical change and tell me you're not different next month. Just shave the beard. Just do that. Just do that one thing. Keep a clean face. You can do mustache if you want, I don't care. But keep a clean face for a month and tell me you're not a different person.
And shave your eyebrows.
Yeah, dude. Do a little social experiment. Take a picture here, and we'll prove it. Snapshot your bank account tonight. Literally, snapshot your bank account tonight, and then go a month no beard, and then snapshot your bank account. I bet you. I don't know how much money I want to bet here. I bet you $250. There's the bet. Anyone want to take it? I got $250 on the line. We're doing live betting. Live betting. If I'm not banned already, I should be now. We're going to do some live betting. So I will bet somebody $250. I'm taking the over that he has. We got to figure out how much money is in your bank account right now. So you're going to have to expose that. And I say it's going to be over that. I think you're going to have more money in exactly 30 days if you go clean shaven. Anyone want to take that bet? Anyone want to take the under? Come on.
What about my head?
I don't care. I don't care about your head. No, do the thing you don't want to do. The thing.
I don't want to do it either. But yeah.
Yeah. But what would happen if you did it and then you were more successful next month? Would it be because of that? No. No, it wouldn't. But it would because you grew, dude. You changed. I was wearing a bracelet that said Instagram for retards since that cruise I went on in December. I took it off, literally. I literally took it off, and a day later, I got fucking disabled. Disabled, gone, permanently deleted. It happened. It was almost simulation-like. Whenever my life is simulation-like, I'm like, oh, it's like the God thing. But right? Like, here's the story. I had this Instagram for retards bracelet on. I cut it off. Next day, my Instagram account no longer exists. Come on, man. It's a fucking movie. It's ridiculous. But yeah, dude, make a change. Make it happen.
I was gonna say, I feel like the bullshit happening to you right now. Obviously, like, I wish it never happened. But the way you said you feel really good in a weird way, you're gonna do something with it. Like, that's why you're kind of not throwing this, but you're putting this perspective on me because you're feeling that shit, and you're probably gonna make a fuck ton of money out of it, or whatever it is.
I commend you for being here, dude, because when I was 21 years old, you couldn't tell me shit. You could not tell me, dude, 35-year-old Daniel could not tell 21-year-old Daniel shit. And so you're here, and you're absorbing stuff, and that's really cool, because most 21-year-olds don't do that.
I appreciate that. Yeah, dude, I'm, I think it was the last time I was on the call. I'm back here. I still quit my job, like I said. I don't have a fucking job. Baptized are my only income. So it's me and my girlfriend. We're back here now, so it's like, okay, I'm back. Let me log back in and figure out whatever the fuck this means. You know what I mean? I'm still doing that figuring shit out. So I have no choice but to absorb what I can from you because you kind of made the shit work. You know
All
what I
right.
mean?
Well, we're gonna.
We gotta talk, Miguel, because I do peptides too.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
That's all I do. I haven't been able to scale it much besides more people know about me, friends of friends of friends who, I made what? I know people have scaled crazily. I've made like 10 grand in like 2.5 months. That's about the farthest. Not bad, right? I mean, my fucking Instagram got shut down like twice.
Welcome to
no
the club.
website payment processing bullshit. But yeah, we can definitely, I'd appreciate it.
Maybe you guys can do the old 1-2 punch where Miguel hits the younger crowd and Patrick hits the older crowd. That's always a solid play there. Little father-son action.
I'll shake the head, man.
Speaking of father-son relationships, let's talk to a guy that doesn't have one whatsoever. Austin Gentile. I don't know if that's true or not. I just figured you kind of look like a guy that doesn't talk to his dad.
No, I love my dad. Love my mom. Love her too. Love them to stay. They're amazing. I got a good family.
Have you told any jokes lately? Hey, you're supposed to start with a joke, motherfucker. What happened to our rule?
I totally forgot about it.
Yeah, we did.
Oh man, I've been like doing well. You know, I feel like so optimistic about the future right now. It's like.
What is it? Is it the war in Iran? Is it the impending global economic collapse? What is it, the 3 million unreleased Epstein files? What is it that is giving you all this optimism?
Oh man, no, just like yeah, like literally like the go high level business where like I'm about 70% of the way there to being able to like go to businesses, which like I'm just excited to make money, and like that's really at the end of the day like what really motivates me is making the money. So
I've been there, dude.
I started a HubSpot implementation company based on doing that one HubSpot implementation with Claude, and I brought my really good friend Jossie in on it, who worked at HubSpot up until about last month and was the implementation specialist, and we've got like really good experience combined.
Here we go.
So got all that built out, and I've been building agents. I've been building sales agents for us. A whole sales team, which I'm like so excited about, and I have like a master agent that is like managing all of them that we're feeding data to. It's all connected. It's like sending. It's not fully running yet, but when it is, like in theory, it's gonna send over 100 emails a day to like get started. And so I've got a business I'm building out that's gonna be like fully automated. And it's gonna take me like an hour a day to run it, and then I'm gonna be able to run this go high level agency in the afternoons. And like I'm trying to move to Tucson in like the next 3 months, just like fucking level up hard. So I don't know. I just feel like I'm in like this really good flow state right now.
You're
so it's like coming together. You know what I mean? Like everything, like every meeting that we've had. It's like just all like coming together for me. It feels like,
You're pulling away, that's for sure. I've tried to create 2 agents the other day. I don't even know where they went. They're off. They're like on a smoke break or something. Like I really don't even know where they really hang out. They're just like in the ether somewhere. I've never. I feel like I paid them, but I've never seen their faces. So yeah, like I'm actually like I need some tutoring on that kind of stuff because I'm basically using Claude at this point like a Google Chrome tab, and I'm the guy behind the app, which is not a great idea. So I'm gonna need to get some resources from you guys.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm like. I think for me it's a little bit easier because I'm just like. I spent a lot of time like strategizing on the buyer persona I want my sales team to reach out to,
Like I had Claude read like I had to read so many case studies on these people, right? And so it's like it's a little bit more simple because it's just scraping. It's just scraping the internet for job postings from that buyer persona, LinkedIn, things of that nature, and then it's connected to this Apollo tool, which is the one that like sends out like Greg gets the emails and like sends them out. So it's like super simple, like it's just super small kind of. But I just started with like I started up my computer and I said I want to build AI applications on this computer, and it started had me download like Python, VS Script, like a couple other things, and then it got my Anthropic API key and whatnot. So like it's going, but I'm not fully there yet though, to be honest.
Well, I'm impressed, man. I'm impressed with how fast you're learning everything. I'm really grateful that you keep coming to the group because you're helping us all just raise our level of AI literacy. Even if you are pulling away, we are all going to learn something in the wake. So I really appreciate you coming on, dude. How can I support you?
I think like the biggest thing for me is like, yeah, I want to like test this like go high level on Friday. I named it Desert Dispatch, and like if this works, like I want to multiply this times a billion, and like scale it up with like all of you guys. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna like figure out like the proof of concept. I think I've got it kind of figured out, and then if we can pool resources, we can make 1,000 bots that emails like every HVAC company in the country, you know. And so like that's kind of like what I want to do, you know. It's like get this figured out, and then like how we 10x it as like a group, you know what I mean?
I'm here to help, dude. I am all ears. This is exactly like Patrick, like this right here. What we're learning right here at a low level. This could you don't even have to tell your rich friend to invest in a real company. We could have them invest in this little small fucking back of the envelope thing and keep it real personal, real local. Maybe start off with a smaller amount, like 10 grand. Like, hey, just let me just take a run with your 10 grand. And then if we like the result, we'll jump to 100.
So I've heard rumors about this guy. This is the kind of guy, because I've heard, like, if you fuck him over, he'll be at your door with a fucking gun. Like, so he is good for it, but he's like the kind of guy that you don't want to fuck over. That's what I've heard. And I think
Yeah, you can put me on that list also. Put me right there on the top of that list.
100%, and I get that, but I think he's a good person to utilize. It's just like I would be very confident in our product because like I definitely think he's a good person, and I think I can get him in my pocket, and that's my goal is to get him in my pocket, get a larger pool of money that we can have access to, and hammer in an idea that's a solid idea, and add. Of course, I want to add value to that idea too, but. In something like this, we have our salesmen, we have our techies, we have everything. They all serve a purpose, and I think, like you said, the greater goal here is just to kind of assist everybody, put the money in the table, and get the best idea rolling, and just multiply it.
In a bunch of like, if I can just share with you guys my Instagram theory that I was able to grow an account to 500,000 followers with. Was everyone was saying when I was doing Instagram that you got to have a niche. You got to have this. You got to niche down. You got to make sure you're only talking about this specific area. So if you're a fitness influencer, you got to have nothing but fucking posing videos and you in the gym and eating and just like nothing but that. And I was just like, man, I just don't know if that seems like you would have to like if like I was in bodybuilding. I'm like, all right, there's Chris Bumstead, right? He's at the top. And then there's like a couple guys with 1 million followers after him. And then like, that's it. I was like, it's such a small thing. Like bodybuilding is just like even fitness is greater than that, like on a broad scale. So I was like, I think I need to like get into more other parts of the fitness industry. And that's what I started doing. And I started getting more followers than when I was just in the bodybuilding. And then I was like, all right, well, I'm going to go out a little further. I'm going to start smoking some weed, see what these weed people are about. And then I started gaining followers over there. And so I just started fucking doing as many things as I could that were different. And I would just go. It was almost like going to the dog park. When I was married, I went to the dog park a lot because we had 2 dogs. And I don't know if you guys know this about the dog park, but it attracts people that wear masks in their car. It attracts people that have blue hair and are triple vaxxed. It attracts people that are extremely conservative. It attracts people that are rich. It attracts people that are poor. It attracts black people and white people and Asian people. Like all of society meets at the dog park. And for the most part, we're all kind of friends. We would never hang out outside of the dog park ever in a million years. We'd never even cross paths. The only reason that we have anything in common whatsoever is because these fucking dogs. And so I was like, I think I could just like kind of treat my Instagram like that. And then you do that and you realize you have all these followers from all these different parts of the internet, and none of them have anything in common except one thing. You. There's only 500,000 people on that following. They're only there for one reason. Me. So, we can do that with this group. We can grow it out. We get a bunch of ideas, a bunch of really neat businesses that we can invest in that are on the opposite sides of things. So when one thing fails, maybe this one does well. Because that's the thing about investing. You don't just invest all your money in one company. You invest in a bunch of different companies and you let them race against each other. Let them do the work. You just sit back and see how well they perform. And, like I said at the beginning, spending other people's money or giving other people relationship advice is way easier than doing it yourself. Okay, that was a long tangent. Sorry, Austin Gentile. What else do we need to talk about? Did you think of a joke yet? Think of a joke about crashing out. This one time when I was crashing out,
What?
This one time when I was crashing out, I faked an Epstein email and cut onions in my car to make me cry.
What did one crash out say to another crash out?
Oh, crash out squared?
No, they got it Monday.
Oh, I see. So two crash outs combined.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that creates like a fucking some sort of rare gem.
Yeah.
I think that's how you get Bitcoin. Is two crash outs creating friction, and that's how you get a Bitcoin.
Oh gosh. Bitcoin's gonna go up. Bitcoin's gonna go up big time. Everybody used to cost dollar average buy Bitcoin every day on Cash App. Just buy $20 a day. You'll be well off.
I sure hope it goes up because I am down.
You guys want to know what I got in a Bitcoin at?
What?
$294 a coin.
Wow. That's less than Austin Brown got in at 3,000.
I don't have any more Bitcoins left either. I spent all of them, by the way. I'm not that well off, but
Everyone has a stupid big. Dude, I got in at 14,000 and I spent it all on.
Yup.
I spent it all on a drug addiction to get bigger muscles. It's no different.
On Uber Eats.
Oh yeah. I love
Some expensive McDonald's meals. You look at the conversion rate.
I love putting my Bitcoin in a Hot Pocket vending machine.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm doing good. Like I've just got have the second laptop. I'm able to execute all day. Like, I love my direction. Like, I love what I'm building, and like, really just grateful, really sincerely grateful for you guys. Like, being on this call, like Patrick, I learned so much from like what you're doing, and like, Miguel, you got such a fun story, man, too. Like, for real, you know what I mean, dude? Like, I remember being 21, living in Boston, just having like the most fun of my life, bro. So just like, ignore your family, dude. For real, dude. Don't go home, bro. Just like, keep crushing it. Like, just keep putting yourself in positions where you like have to kind of succeed. You know what I mean? Like, I bought a $400 a month Go High Level subscription, and that starts in 14 days from today. So it's like, all right, you got 14 days to make this thing happen, and so it's like, let's go.
We're gonna do it.
Yeah, dude.
We're gonna do it. And if we don't, you know what happens? You guys know what happens?
Nothing.
All right, so like, here, this is a great lesson for everyone. If you take a massive risk, you take a huge chance on something, and it doesn't work out, you got a front row seat to watch it all burn down. And that is the best fucking seat in the house, just so you know. That is what makes the story, when you eventually do succeed, really fucking good. If you have a massive failure, guess what? Everyone watching the movie feels for you. You ever felt bad for the guy that loses everything in the movie? You're like, oh, fuck. Damn, dude. And then guess what? Rise to glory. Every story and book follows the same fucking pattern. And your life is no different. You're in a damn movie. Yeah. All right.
I need to tell my story more.
Dude. You got like 40 years left. For real. Maybe. I don't know.
Don't get me excited.
Just try to life max. Or as, you know what? I would like to take credit for this, even though I can't take credit for it. I feel like I take some credit for it, but I've seen multiple reels this week on a concept called retard maxing. And I just want you guys to know, I've been calling people retards for like fucking 30 years. And on the internet, even more so in the last year and a half. I even have a couple businesses with the LLC retard in it. But they talk about what retard maxing is, and retard maxing is not thinking and just doing a bunch of moves. So the retard, gets into a fight and just doesn't think and just does a whole bunch of moves. And one of them might land. One of them just might land. Also, retards have retard strength. So if something doesn't move, we fucking make it move. Even if we go backwards, we can make that motherfucker move. I've done it multiple times. You know what I did today? Just here, I'm gonna come through here on a. This is so bad. This is terrible. Oh my God, I can't believe I did this today. This is horrible. This should be a sin. I think it is a sin. So you know how my Instagram got hacked? You know how my Instagram got disabled? It's gone, permanently deleted. I just was like, there were so many fucking fake, scammy bot accounts that were like, bro, I can get this back for you. I can get this back for you. 200 up front, and then 100 after it's done. We're loaded up. Here's a picture. These are all the people that I've worked with. And I'm like, yeah, come on. I'm flirting with them. Like, yeah, come on. Right? Like, this is me. Like, this, I know, this is like me getting a one-night stand right now. Like, I know I'm going to bag one of these bitches, right? And so I'm flirting with all of them, and I finally get one guy, and he's like, all right, 200. So I literally, just to get it out of my system, I paid some random dude, got scammed, $200. I knew he was going to get scammed. I knew I needed it to happen so that I could tell this story. So I wired a dude $200. I knew I wasn't gonna get it back. I just knew it. I knew it. It was fucking hilarious. And I just did it, and after I did it, I was just like, oh.
Some dude in India was celebrating.
It was like banging a hooker, as I think that's what it would be like. It's like this thing that is just so bad against everything that you stand for, and you would always tell someone no, never, 10 out of 10 times, don't fucking do it. You're just like, I just gotta go do it. Yeah. Yeah, I did it.
When Cecilia lost her page, there were.
I need to write that down.
Like that. No one
Yeah.
could help.
Yeah.
No one.
There apparently are legit people that have good chances of getting their shit back, from what I heard. I don't know them personally, but there's been people that have helped other people get their accounts back.
It's like banging a hooker. It's like, I'm gonna get so fucking banned for this. Banging a hooker. Ah, that's what I love about this new Instagram account is I'm literally gonna get to tell that story of like I did the Instagram equivalent of banging a hooker today. That's fucking hilarious. All right, speaking of hookers, I really have to pee. What else do we need to talk about? Hunter? I think we have 2 hunters on.
Do you have a contact at Hummus Fit? I haven't got any confirmation. Like, I got good initial, like, stuff, but then they, like, asked for an address, and I haven't got any confirmation or anything.
Okay, no worries. Yeah, I can handle that.
Dude, how big do you have to be to get hummus fit? I would love
Because, sorry, Patrick. I was just talking, I was in a direct message with Goob.
Yeah, easy done. I can just message him. He already messaged me about my account, so I can send him a note. How big do you have to be to work with Hummus Fit? It doesn't matter how big you are at all. What matters is if you know how to make good videos. If you know how to make good videos and you have a couple million view reels, you can show them. That's like at the end of the day, and I'm not even being sarcastic here, the only thing you can do as a content creator, literally, the only thing you can do is make a video. Trust me, I've been not at the top, but I've been pretty high level. There is no other way around it. You have the company that gives you money. You know what they want in return for that money? A video. It doesn't matter how good you are at fucking eating food or cooking or lifting weights. Like even if you get clothing, it doesn't matter how good you are at wearing the clothing. It matters at how good you are at making the fucking videos so that people will buy the fucking clothes. So that's it. And that's the answer for every single company, is if you can make a reel that gets 1 million views, or at least close to 1 million views, no matter what the fuck you're doing, then you can get a free hair transplant in Turkey. Because 3 out of your 5 reels that you posted were all 1 million view reels. And you know how they're 1 million view reels? Because I have a system. And it's predictable. And so that's how I made a bunch of money. Is you just make good videos. It's not what you look like. It doesn't fucking matter about you at all. It just literally it just matters is can you piece together videos that will keep people watching, and it's totally engineered. From the first 3 seconds to second number 6 to when you do a 30-second video, make sure you end it at 29 to make sure your volume is at level 1 and fade it to 18%. It's which you can find inside of my school community called Instagram for Retards, which is only $49.99 per month. I've never done a commercial for that. But yeah, dude, it's all comes down to just, and now with AI, you can literally have Claude break you down the perfect reel ever, and you just got to go film it. Legit. It'll now do it all for you. All the stuff that I would spend, right when Blort came out, I was like, oh my God, what used to take me 3 weeks of analyzing a person's content and then making them a decent content plan, Blort did it in 30 fucking seconds. And I was just like, oh.
Wait, you can feed, there's a certain AI thing, you can like feed it a video and it can break down each shot, like the shots that you need to do.
Yeah, I have it. It's amazing. Yeah. I don't use it like I should, but I could. I like being a cowboy. Right? I like doing whatever I want now because I can. But if I was like hurting and wanted to gain a bunch of followers, I would engineer every single one of my videos to where people watched it.
So I gotta join that group for that?
Not really. All you got to make sure is this. Okay, this is how you make a good video. This is worth thousands of dollars. Wait, what? Huh? Tell me more. That's it. That's all you have to do to make a really good video, is you have to make the person watching the video go, wait, what? Huh? Tell me more. If you can do that, you got them. Okay? Now, a way to figure out if you're able to do that, and both of you guys, Patrick and Miguel, I feel like you guys are the people I'm talking to the most here, is you go up to your significant other right before you hit post on that reel, and you show it to them. Okay? Don't talk. Don't fucking talk. Don't explain anything. Just walk up to them. Okay, can I have your attention for 72 seconds? And just make them watch the video, and you stand back like this. So that and what you're doing is you're watching their face. And if their face is not making the expressions that you anticipated them to make, then you got to go back to the drawing board. It's literally that easy. I wish it was complicated. It's just like the posing thing. None of you guys knew me when I was a posing coach, but literally it got so easy to pose people because I would literally make them just stand limp, and I would just put them in the position, and then I'd be like, okay, now flex. And it would be perfect. But because everyone, when they pose, they always start flexing right away. And then it just turns into this fucking just disaster. And I was like, oh, wow, if I just don't let any of them flex, I'll just put them in positions, and then they would be perfect every single time. Same thing here. You could spend thousands of dollars on mentorships and studying the algorithm and finding all of the codes, cheat codes to social media, or you could just do what I said. Wait, what? Huh? Tell me more. And the facial expressions of the person that you tested on is the confirmation that you did it. What does wait, what look like? Wait, what? What? Right? If their head goes toward the camera, that's good. That's called a context lean. Huh? Huh? And then tell me more is like, all right. I mean, come on. Right? You're going to give me, I give you $200, and then you're going to give me back my Instagram account with 500,000 followers on it. I can go back to living my life normally. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying? Yeah? Okay. Scam! Wait, what? Huh? Tell me more. And that's exactly how I'm going to write this reel tonight. Is I'm going to go, I got scammed on purpose. I let myself be scammed today. I don't know, I'll think of some hook, and you'll be like, wait, what? And then I'll say, yeah.
Why would Gerwinder do this to me?
Yeah, it was like banging a hooker. It was like banging a hooker. I knew I shouldn't do it, but I just wanted to see what it would be like.
You should try to give the scammers one of these calls. That guy's hustling.
Like, hey, bro, I paid you $200. Come on my podcast for an hour. Let me know how you do that. Let us know. Let it out.
That would be hilarious.
Tell us how you scam.
Dude, scamception. Or you could be like, I wanted to try Indian, not in the way that you think.
Yeah. No, yeah, I should definitely get this guy to come on and we could have a whole scamming webinar.
That's awesome. Oh my God, please do.
This is for this. What do they say for peptides? This is not for human use. It's for research purposes only. That's probably what the fucking.
YouTube. That would be huge.
Jesus, all the dark arts. All right, boys, I have to pee. Are we done tonight? We coming back tomorrow? All right, man. Let's go take some steps forward. Miguel, keep the faith, dog.
Daniel.
We'll talk later, Miguel.
Alright, Daniel, let me hit you up for something. I need some more, I need to pay you for some one-on-one or some shit. I need to figure something out.
What do you mean?